Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's Solvay National Team Huddle webinar. My name is Staci Wallace, and it is my honor tonight to introduce you to what's hot, the corporate updates, as well as the hot topic of the week, which seems to be maximizing the SIM-PAC program for the average Joe. We are going to talk about SIM cards tonight, as well as a number of other corporate updates. So again, welcome to tonight's National Team Huddle webinar. And tonight I am joined by some other great leaders of organizations around the United States, Puerto Rico, and we're very excited to have you tonight hear a little bit about Solvay for those of you who are brand new, and to be able to just find out why we're so excited. Maybe tonight you're just listening in for the first time, wanting to hear what kind of support that we offer our members. Well, we're very excited tonight to have with us a very special guest, Brian and Kim Pickett, who have done a phenomenal job developing a great network within Solvay. And tonight, Brian and Kim are going to share with you just a little bit about Solvay, why we're all so excited, and why Solvay is breaking records every single day, even in the last 6 weeks of being launched, and you're going to hear about that. So Brian and Kim, are you there with us?
Hello, Staci. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Perfect, perfect. Hey, thank you. I sure appreciate that welcome. And for all of the new members of the Solvay community, welcome tonight. It's great to have you with us. And Staci, thank you so much on behalf of our organization. Thank you for all the work that you do, these calls every week, the material, and the things that you do, this idea, this abundance mentality. There's no secrets here. You know, what's working for one is going to work for all, and certainly the marketplace is big enough that we can all go out and get our piece. And so the thing that I love, among many of the things I love here at Solvay, is this abundance mentality. There's no secrets. There's no little secret things happening we can't tell everybody. Man, if something works, we want to shout it from the rooftops. We want everyone to know. And I appreciate the example, Staci. You know, all of the information that you bring to us, all of the calls, all the organizations. I don't know how you're carrying the weight that you are, but thank you so much. One of the things that I wanted to share tonight, just as we get started, is really this idea of who Solvay is. You know, I've been watching the company for about 10 months now, and I need to tell you, from an educational background and a corporate background or a business background, one of the things that I've done is help startup companies to get going. And it has been dozens and dozens of companies over the last 20 years that I've had a role in helping to get started. And so really quickly, we learned to evaluate, is this plan viable? Is it going to work? Does it have legs in the marketplace? And I'll tell you, I had many opportunities to participate in companies. And every time I said no, for various reasons. Now, many of these companies have gone on and been successful. But I'll tell you, when I saw Solvay, I knew Kim and I needed to be involved. And absolutely, we jumped on and we held on for all we were worth, because we know where this company is going. And it's been a wonderful, wonderful opportunity, because it's something that Kim and I can do together. And it's been such a great thing to be a part of this. And I use this word specifically, the word community. You're part of a great community. You're building a network, yes, but you're part of a great community. And as this community grows, our power and our impact in the marketplace increases as well. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Solvay. You know, Solvay is leveraging this revolutionary distribution model, and we call it social marketing. Basically, we're leveraging the most trusted form of advertising in history, and that's the word-of-mouth referral. We know what we like, and we tell people what we like, and that's the very best way to advertise. And they support it with the very best-in-class products and service. And I'll tell you what, if you've had the opportunity to work with our customer service folks, they have absolutely been fabulous. And so everything about Solvay is meant to be world-class. We're a billion-dollar brand already. And when I say that, you say, wait a minute, Brian, the company is not worth $1 billion. We're building a brand that's worth, it's going to be in the billions of dollars. And the neat thing about it, and I saw this from the very start when we started to see the management team and see who Ryan was bringing to the table at Solvay. Normally, in a normal business startup or ramp-up, You go through 3 distinct management changes to get to the point where you can be a billion-dollar company. There's usually 3 distinct stepping stones. Well, we're already at the top of that stairwell. We are at the very top where we have that management team in place already. There's no stepping stones. There's no building as this company continues to get larger and larger. We have best in class in every type of service or any type of anything that we need from Solvay standpoint. Every bit of this company, we are already there. And that's part of the vision that we have in putting this idea together. Now, our first offering, of course, is in the cell phone venue. We have $49 unlimited voice text data, 4G nationwide, $49 plus your local taxes, whatever that is. And I'll tell you what, that offering sells in the marketplace. It's something that people are going to stop and they're going to say, wow, yeah, tell me about that. It's really easy just to say, hey, what are you paying for your cell phone now? And when you hear $79, $109, I heard a guy the other day tell me $274, and he's on a 3,000-minute a month plan. $274 bucks. Do you think he wanted it unlimited service at $49? Absolutely. Now realize the value proposition that we have. When we leverage the social media, basically we're using Google+, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, all of those ways to leverage our ability to have exposure in our community and build this wonderful network. Now we're building this remarkable community, and as we do it, realize that we're becoming a very viable source out in the marketplace. All of a sudden, literally thousands and thousands and thousands of people are turning towards Solvay. Realize 65,000 in a 6-week period of time? That's remarkable. You know, we really are creating a wonderful opportunity of using the social graph and being able to impact not only those that we like, love, and trust, that's who we're working with in our networks, like, love, and trust, but additionally, we're benefited, they're benefited, and as we continue to grow, everybody is going to be benefited by this relationship. Now, the great thing about this is, you know, as our members are able to have this opportunity to share these services, right now, again, it's cell phone service, but as we have the opportunity to share these services, we're going to be able to earn this residual income. And as you do that, every single time that I pick up my phone and I'm using it, recognize I'm supporting other members in our network, other members in our community. And that's the brilliance of what we're doing here. It's unlike anything else in the marketplace. If you go to somebody and they say, oh yeah, that's old stuff, I've heard about that, I can guarantee they don't know what Solvay is. If anybody says, yep, I've heard about it, I'm not interested, I can tell you they've not really understood what Solvay is. And so you really do have this great package. You're bringing this innovative and wonderful package that you're bringing to all of your friends and neighbors. And that's really what it's all about. People that you like, love, and trust, leveraging the social tools that are available to you, and realize we're just at the start. Phone service is just a start, and we're going to add more and more services to this Solvay community, to our family, and everyone is designed to do 2 things. One, transfer, literally billions of dollars are going to be transferred away from advertising and into the people who really do make the difference in sharing the message. Those members are going to benefit from best-in-class service at a better price than what they can find out there in the marketplace. And additionally, by making those simple choices to use these services through Solvay, we're going to impact great things in the marketplace. It really is a remarkable thing to be a part of this. Now, from the future of Solvay, I want you to know today was a wonderful, wonderful day. We were on the phone about 3 hours ago with Ryan, and he talked about how important this day was. Today, for the first time, Solvay has now loaded over $1 million out to our members' pay cards. That's in only 6 weeks. $1 million have been given back to our community. I sat in a room several months ago with all of the founding members, and we saw the commitment in Ryan's eyes as he talked about, I can't wait till this happens. Can you imagine when we paid our first $1 million? Well, it was today. That first $1 million went out to our members. I'll tell you what, we're just getting started. but to hear the conviction in his voice, celebration that we need to stop and pause and recognize $1 million in only 6 weeks. Folks, we're just getting started, and I'll tell you what, you've definitely found a home here at Solvay. Welcome to our community. Build your networks. Realize literally thousands and thousands of people are now earning $20, $40, $60 a month. There are hundreds of people that are benefiting today by the dollars that were put into their pay cards. When I say that, you know, maybe it's only 20, 40, 60. It's literally thousands of people. Maybe there are hundreds of people that are already reaching that thousandaire mark. Recognize the difference that $1,000 will make to every single family on this line tonight. And that's where we want you to be. We've heard it, and we see it in action when Ryan says we want to have 1 million thousandaires. And that's the kind of thing that we can celebrate. Hey, everybody, I want you to know we are blessed to be a part of Solvay, and thank you for letting us be a part of this community. Staci, I sure appreciate your leadership and all that you're doing to help us be a better group. So thank you, everyone, and I look forward to hearing about the details on the call tonight.
Excellent. Well, Brian, thank you so much to you and Kim both, and I know that you guys have done such an incredible job as founding members of Solvay, being a part since the very beginning, being able to be a part of the infrastructure of what we are now seeing, over 60,000 people. You know, today you were on the call with some of our top performers, and when Ryan Wirch, our founder and CEO, came on that call, he was quiet, he was humble, he was touched, and honestly, I didn't know if we were going to get good news or bad news, but he came on, and really what it was is he was so humbled as of today with that announcement that we've now paid out over $1 million to our members. He said this is the beginning of the dream of putting $1 billion back in the hands of the people. And Brian and Kim, we're so honored that you are a part of the journey, and look forward to having you back on one of our webinars to share from your perspective of what is working for you in the marketplace. And again, thank you so much. Tonight we are going to move on and talk about what's hot in Solvay. Remember, we are coming to the end of that Are You Ready for Free November campaign, the incentive. We've still got about a half a month left on that, going through the end of November, and here is what you can expect in that incentive. So if you are right now, you haven't really been maximizing this. You know, they always say, in fact, for 12 years I got to travel with an incredible, probably one of the best trainers in the world. I love him and his family. But Zig Ziglar would always say, you know, people do more 2 days before a trip than they do the month before it. And it's true. We wait to the last minute. It's almost a psychological behavior or tendency that we do. We wait to the last minute. Well, this is one of those trips you do not want to wait till the last minute on. You have till November 30th to maximize what is being offered by Solvay, which we're calling the Are You Ready for Free incentive. New members who enroll for Solvay mobile service by November 30th get their first month of service free. And if they get a free SIM card if they're bringing their own phone. And for anyone, whether you're a new member or been a member for even since the beginning, if you enroll 3, November is free. And that is, that means that if you enroll 3 people by November 30th, you're going to get your next month of service free. That's very exciting. It's an incredible incentive going here into Thanksgiving, going into Christmas. Those little extra hundreds of dollars, you know, especially for that guy that was spending $240, for him that is almost a $200 savings a month. That can be a game changer for a lot of families. What else is hot this week is we have got the Fab Clock Countdown, yet another reason why you don't want to be procrastinating right now. What is the Fab Clock Countdown? Well, for those of you who have been involved and got started on September, on or before September 21st, then that means you only have 7 days left to complete your fab. I always say to any team member, don't leave money on the table. The company has put $650 per phone on the table. That means if you've got a business entity with Solvay, you share it with 3 people, you're going to get $50 bonus check. That's a fast action bonus. Sorry, not a check. You're going to get it on your pay card. If you share it with 6 people, you're going to get another $100 for a $150 total. 9 people, you're going to get an extra $200, which equals $350 total. But here's what I'm encouraging you to do. You have got 7 days to get the full fab. What is the full fab? If you get 12 people or 4 trios, every trio equals 3. So if you get 4 trios, that would be 12 people, you're going to get $650 total fast action bonus. So I just want to encourage you, whatever you have to do over the course of the next 7 days, take all-out massive action. Tell your family, guys, over the next 7 days, I'm going to be working to get some really good Christmas money, or maybe it's sharing money, pay it forward money, maybe it's that you want a new cell phone. Whatever it is, take these next 7 days. Don't wait till the last 24 hours of your fab clock countdown. Start now and use these next 7 days to really take massive action. Now, of course, those of you who started after the 21st, you'll have a few more days, but that's for the folks that started September 21 or before, and we certainly want to see you be able to get that full fast action bonus. What else is hot? Well, of course, we want to have all of you go back to support to your support community, or my.solovey.com, or you can go to support.solovey.com if you're not yet a member, and check out the Hawaii winners. They've been announced now. The full list is up, and very excited. Congratulations to all of you who did what you had to do. I know some of you were absolutely busting tail. Again, waiting to the last minute. Some of you sandbagged for the first little bit, and in those last few days you were hustling it so you could win that trip to the Grand Wailea in Hawaii, and we're going to all go together in January. So congratulations to all of our Hawaii winners. Also, you want to make sure you check out the Solovey Scoop. Now, you can go there at support.solovey.com, or for those of you who are members, just go to solovey.com and log in, and you're going to be able to go right there in the support community. Click on the support tab once you've logged in, and you can see the Solovey Scoop, Equipment Phone Support Center, how you can earn income, hot topics, really everything that you need. And again, I love to push people to our support community because we're doing something different in Solovey. We're changing the game on member support. I predict that in the near future we are going to see all kinds of J.D. Power and Associates awards coming our direction because of the way we're changing the game in support. We don't want you to just always feel dependent on smart people on the other end of a phone that you've got to call, or that you've got to go to a counter and find people in a blue shirt that will help fix your situation. We want to empower people. That's part of the revolution, is waking people up to recognize there really isn't secret potions that these mobile carriers have when you call into their support site. What our support system is doing is the exact same support system. All the same information that our member support has at 866 Solovey, the same system that they have, all the questions and answers that they have when you call in and you need an answer, we're making those available to you so that you can have them 24 hours a day. You can support your team members, your network, and it's all right there. Just log into solovey.com, and once you log in, click on the support tab, and you are going to see what we call our support community, and you will be able to access all the information that you need to be an incredible leader in Solovey. I'm very excited about number 5, our Team Huddle webinar in Espanol. Wish I could say that all in Spanish, but I can't. Starting tomorrow night, which is Tuesday, every single Tuesday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Central, and 9 p.m. Eastern, you can now get the Team Huddle webinar 100% in Spanish. The host will be Jose Miranda. He will have Spanish-speaking guests on. And again, we're very excited to be able to be touching and reaching out to all of our Spanish-speaking community, whether they're in New York or LA or Miami or Puerto Rico, wherever you guys are. We certainly want to support your teams. And this is going to be a mirror image of what you hear tonight in English. Tomorrow night, Jose and company is going to be doing a mirror image of this webinar as well, and that's going to happen every week. So you want to make sure you get your folks to tap into that. And again, we want to provide the support, all the support that we can in order to support all of our Spanish-speaking marketplace. Jose Miranda, are you with us tonight? I know that you've got a shout out that you want to give us a grand welcome to those in Spanish that you know that I just get. Oh, good, you're there. Well, welcome. Bienvenidos.
Hey, muy buenas noches. Thank you, Stacy, for all you're doing, and welcome everybody. I'm going to speak in Spanish. Le damos la bienvenida a todo el mundo que está escuchando esta noche. Y para los que no entendieron lo que Stacy dijo, yo voy a estar haciendo esta llamada todos los martes a las 6 de la noche, la hora central. La hora de Puerto Rico son las 9 de la noche. y todos ustedes que están en California, en esa área, son a las 4 de la tarde y va a ser exactamente lo que están oyendo los lunes por la noche y lo vamos a hacer lo mejor que podamos hacerlo en español para ustedes, para que no se pierdan nada aquí en Soloway. Así que les damos la bienvenida y nos vamos a ver mañana por la noche a las 6 de la noche. Muchísimas gracias. Thank you, Staci, so much. For all of you, I'm not going to say everything you said. I just said it all in Spanish.
Well, thank you for translating that for me. Well, Jose, we're very honored that you are a part of Soloway and just an incredible network that you've created. I think the second largest network in all of Soloway, and we are certainly grateful that you are stepping up to take this role to reach out, and I know that you're going to be equally sharing that platform with leaders from all organizations so that we truly can have an open reach to as many people as possible. So we really are grateful for you and Svetlana for doing that.
Thank you. Well, and if I can give a quick shout also to my team, Tribe Extreme, Tribe YOLO, Geronimo, Exponential, all of the tribes out there that are making just Soloway great. We couldn't be here without them, so you guys are amazing. Give a shout to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Jose. And we're very excited that on these calls we have got so many great leaders that contribute in on our webinars. And tonight we are speaking of Puerto Rico and our Spanish market. Jose Rojas, who is our head of operations, has certainly taken on the incredible feat of helping us open those markets and done such an incredible job. I watched him flying back and forth to Puerto Rico and meeting with the leaders there and truly helping us not only as the field leaders but also corporate to be able to understand where we need to go with those markets. And certainly that was in and of itself no small feat. But I'm also very excited that he has taken on as the leader of the SIMPAC program. He has certainly he's navigated it. He's had his hands wrapped all around it, and many of you some of you kindly asking for it, some of you a little bit more aggressively asking for it, some with patience and some without. But what I'm very excited is he is bringing, and the team is bringing it to life, and we are so very grateful tonight to talk about how to maximize the SIMPAC program for the average Joe. And before I turn it over, I've watched a lot of the threads on Facebook. I've watched many of the emails that I have received. I certainly know that there are multiple questions around how is this going to work, when is it going to roll out. I'm not a dealer. Is this going to affect me? Are dealers and stores going to take over? Are we still going to have an opportunity? Tonight we are going to answer all those questions because this is certainly not a dealer program. This is a program that is created in order to help every single member be able to move more speedily, more effectively, and with great excellence in servicing the people that are around you. I like to think of it this way. You know, right now, if people want to get a phone and get activated, they generally go to a store. They go to a brick and mortar. Part of the revolution and the psychological change that Soloway is bringing to the marketplace is we're moving from the brick and mortar establishments making all the money into a flesh and blood, where people like you become the dealers. And I know that Jose Rojas is going to be speaking to that. So please help me welcome Head of Operations, Jose Rojas.
Thank you so much, Staci. I'm delighted to have this opportunity to meet with you and speak to this great team. I always hear from Staci the great energy, all the fun that's in these calls, and the intensity as well that goes along with this great team. And it's absolutely my privilege to spend just a few minutes with you and give you a bit of the information about the program. I know that Staci will talk a little bit more about how you could use it and make it something effective in each one of your plans and your networks. But from my perspective, just wanted to share with you some of the key tenets of the program. What I'd like to do is just, number one, tell you what it is. Number two, share with you some of the big benefits that this brings to you and to our new members. And lastly, I want to pre-answer some questions that you might already have and address those. So again, just stick with me for a few minutes. I would love to walk you through this. First, most important, this is absolutely something that we've created to help you, our social members, continue to build your networks like you do today, only better, only faster, only being able to reach more new members. This is for you. We built it with you in mind and not with anything else. And we foresee that we will only be able to speed up the activities that you already do, the meetings you have, the activities that you do at your home, people's homes, all the places where you will now be able, and we're so excited about this, you will be able to activate new Solvay members on the spot. And that's something you got to just let sink in. On the spot, you will be as competitive as any other provider is when it comes to giving your new members a great service. So we made it easier to help you sign up Solvay and to grow new people to Solvay and grow their networks. The SIM packs, as we will call them, and this will be henceforth the SIM pack program, will be available in packs of 10 and 20 SIM cards each. They will be available in both standard and micro sizes, and this can help you sign up members wherever you are sharing Solvay. What do we think are the biggest benefits of this for you to share with your leaders and your new members? Well, number one, obviously, we want you to be able to enroll and activate people faster. That's obvious, right? Well, with the SIM packs, you can quickly enroll new members and activate their mobile service right on the spot. How many of you have received a yes, sign me up, that turns into a maybe, perhaps, let's get together, when the potential new member hears that she has to wait for it to be shipped? I know, I've heard it. And that is benefit one. Benefit two, we really think you'll be able to reach new members. You will be able to reach new segments that perhaps you haven't yet been able to tap into. For example, some of the people you meet are very, very mobile. It's hard to pin them down to one address at a time. Maybe students that are they're moving from their parents' address to the dorm, back and forth, which address to use. We know people who work nights have perhaps a tough time to get into the FedEx, the delivery. We know that gets in the way. We know sometimes there are immigrant groups that they just have a higher degree of mobility, or they don't have quite a fixed address, and you will be able to address these now as you activate them on the spot. Beyond that, we also think you just have more control. Think of what better service and what better introduction you can give to Solvay when you take the SIM packs, right? And with this new control, we foresee that many of you will prefer to coach your new members through the enrollment process. Take them through. Make sure their service is up and running on the spot. Help them enroll. As you help them enroll, you're able to pass on the tips and tricks that you've learned along the way. The tips that not only make that enrollment smoother, but will help them when they go look for other people to bring to the system, to bring into Solvay. So this control is up to you. Not only that, some of you might even also encountered members that they want to be activated on a particular day. We know, I've seen it as well, where the member says, well, my phone service is good till Wednesday, and I want to switch to Solvay on Wednesday, not Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, but on the spot. Guess what? You can address their needs as well. So this is why we've done this, really for our members, for you, and for the many new members who are considering us and haven't yet made the move. So let me address just a few questions I think you might already have in your mind. And the two are the specifics of how much it costs and how do people get enrolled. Well, the best thing is that people get enrolled by you, perhaps as you coach them through the process, in much the same way as you do today. First, you, the existing member, will be able to order SIM packs from an e-commerce site, and we will communicate starting tomorrow how to get there and when does that open up. In fact, we expect to open it up this coming Friday. Number two, the SIM pack will arrive at your address with specific instructions for enrollment. Number three, you will sit down with your new member candidate and take him through an enrollment process. You don't necessarily have to do it this way, but we do think that this will help you and help them. Then the process is almost the same you use today. You will verify coverage. You know that's important. You will make sure their phone is compatible. Make sure they understand how compatible it is. And you must provide good contact information from that individual. Why? Because we will be potentially mailing them some additional items so they feel welcome to the new Solvay family that just joined. But what will happen in the enrollment process, you will enter some special codes, we will tell you some what they are, that will allow you to tell us, what is the SIM card number that your new member is going to use. You will type it twice, we'll check it with us, we'll check it in our database. And then as you proceed through the same process you do today and the new member pays, the SIM card will be active typically within minutes. The SIM card activation process will take no more or no less than what it does today once you have the SIM card in hand. And I know many of you are looking forward to that. That's really it. That's really all there is to enrollment, and we hope that you take advantage of it. A few quick facts. The price per SIM card will be $2 per SIM card. They will be available in SIM packs of 10 and 20, so a pack of 10 is 20, a pack of 20 is 40. You may order up to 60 per member per week, and the shipping and handling per order, whether you order 10 or you order 60, will be $5 per order, flat fee. When this happens? Well, it happens this Friday, November 16th. We will be taking orders, and this is important. We want you to be able to order your SIM packs, receive them next week, but the enrollment ability, the ability to enroll new members using those new SIM cards will be available on the 23rd. So Black Friday will be the first day that you can actually enroll new members. If you should receive the SIM card sooner, and we hope you do, please wait until the November the 23rd. Well, those are the basic facts. Staci, let me hand it over back to you, and thank you for the opportunity to share this information with the team.
Thank you, Jose. Very exciting news. So let's just recap a couple of things here. Certainly this week is a big week for everyone that is in Soloway. The game is about to change. It means that you are truly becoming the store. You're becoming the dealer. And there's some very exciting things that we want to look at. Why is the SIM pack so exciting, and why now is those immediate sign-ups. Think about going into Thanksgiving. You've got a number of family members. You're talking about Soloway. Maybe you've gotten paid for the first time, and you want them to get them started immediately. Well, by being able to immediately sign them up, give them the SIM card, that is a very exciting value proposition that you now bring to your friends and family. Of course, the second thing, it's simple. Soloway is simple, and as we all continue to move forward, we're going to see that the systems that are going to be created are already in the process. Things that we saw back in pre-launch, way back in the beginning when we had that Bellevue pre-launch event, we got to see the systems, what they're going to look like. Many of you are said, well, when are we going to have more visibility? When can we see our trios? We've seen what that looks like. We've seen the rollout. We've seen the plan. It's just not here yet. So the exciting part is if you like Soloway now, stick around. You're going to love Soloway later. It's just going to continue to get more simple. Of course, better customer care and member support that you're going to be able to provide. People aren't going to have to go to a kiosk or a retail location. They're not going to have to go to a specific destination. They're going to be able to go to you. And as you saw last week, in our last couple of weeks, we have that Soloway overview tutorial that's even going to educate you on how to be a better leader and better network leader, or a better quote-unquote dealer if you want to see yourself as that, to be able to provide Soloway service to those you like, love, and trust. Of course, the release date is before Thanksgiving to allow you maximum incentive, to maximize the incentive. Coming up to November, last day of November, you can actually use this opportunity those last few days. You're going to have SIM cards in hand. Again, remember, if the company's going to lay an incentive on the table, do everything you can do to maximize it. So maybe it's 10 SIM cards, maybe it's 20. Whatever you think you're going to do between now and the end of the month, that's what you want to get when we're able to place those orders this weekend. That's what you want to order. In fact, it would be great for you to set some goals. If you have a goal, I want to move 20 SIM cards by the end of the month, then get 20 SIM cards. I think the maximum you're going to be able to get is 60 per week. So for those of you who are going to set some bigger goals and you're going to try to rock star crush it, well, then that's going to be a little cap that's going to be on you, 60 per week, as we continue to ramp up in this. Of course, if you've got specific needs, I'm sure you can send an email into the company, and they're going to let you know all of that in the correspondence that's going to be going out immediately. Again, back to why you want to check the scoop. I believe there's going to be a video going out by our CEO and founder, Ryan Wirch, which is going to be a CEO update that will include a lot of this, as well as an email correspondence you want to all be looking out for. I know that's also going out that will cover the details that Jose Rojas just mentioned to us. And number 5, it's to ensure immediate activation. We have talked about activate, activate, activate. This is going to give you an opportunity to make sure those folks that are signing up within your network are also activating. So there's going to be a simple activation process. Remember, you have 30 days to activate, so you want to activate those SIM cards immediately as you hand those over, get people going. So again, a great program, another great program being rolled out by Soloway to make Soloway simple, social, and certainly drive down the commerce and make it even profitable for our members. So another question that comes up with the SIM card question is, okay, so I'm in that setting, I'm there with my family and friends, where do I get a phone? I've noted a number of emails have come in again this week. The phones are out of stock at Solivay. Where can I get a phone? And certainly we wanted to be able to do everything we can do to maximize this month, maximize this incentive. And so I've worked very diligently with dealers across the United States negotiating and found a dealer that was able to give us absolute rock bottom, and I can tell you, rock bottom prices on great, proven great phones. You can go to getaphone.biz, and today was thrilled to see the company look at this and see what we can do on a corporate level. But right now you can go to getaphone.biz. All phones that you see on that page, the full website will be released here very soon, probably within the next few days. But we certainly don't want to miss a second of this incentive. And many folks are coming saying, I want to get started, and then like Jose Rojas said, maybe you find that they say, well, I need to go find out what kind of phone I'm going to get. And so they go to T-Mobile, they go to Walmart, they go to Best Buy. We don't want them to have to do that, and certainly we don't want them to have to pay those retail prices. So you can see on getaphone.biz that the prices are ridiculously great. HTC One S for $399.99. That ZTE for $79.99 is a best seller. It's a phone that's been tested, the HTC MyTouch, for $89.99. These are great prices. You can see other phones that will be on that website as well. And again, they're unlocked and they've been configured for Solivay so that the settings are set so that you're not going to have to go through a lot of those hiccups, other things that will be coming through that, as well as the unlocking of the phones and insurance. Again, all of this to make it so that you can run fast. The goal is to get as many people on Solivay as possible and get them in your network. And this hopefully will give everyone, this isn't specific to any group, this is just trying to negotiate based on the thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people that we've got. Let's drive the prices down as much as possible so that we can make Solivay the real value proposition. And so hopefully that makes it accessible for all of you. You can go to getaphone.biz. Now, for those of you who are new tonight and you haven't taken the Massive Action Plan, we encourage you. Right now you can still go to empoweredliving.biz. Corporate is going to be offering this on the Solivay site. We're still waiting for exactly where that's going to be located. I believe it's going to be in your My Solivay. Until it is, we are working together, all teams, just utilizing that site, and I think other teams might have it on their sites as well by now. So hopefully you can get in there. Take that Massive Action Plan. The reason why is because your baseline goal every week needs to be to get a trio. Your secondary goal on a monthly basis needs to make sure that you're getting your fab, get 12. If you do a trio a week, that's 12 a month. And then, of course, within your first 90 days or less, we want to see you become a thousandaire, which means that you're at Social Connector 3, earning at least $1,000 a month. Now, if you do it according to the Massive Action Plan, which is encouraging you, just go get 12 people, in other words, get your fab, and help each of those 12 people get their fab, you'll actually be making around $2,000 a month in 90 days or less if you do it according to the Massive Action Plan. Again, we want to see you set markers, set goals for yourself that are achievable, and most importantly, duplicatable, so that a lot of people come in that never set a goal in their life. They need someone to put a finish line there for them. Once you hit that Massive Action Plan, you become that thousandaire, then you're going to be well-versed in Solivay to be able to take it to the next level. Someone asked me today, said, Staci, is this a get-rich-quick thing? I mean, if I come in, can I be making 20 grand in 90 days? If anyone's telling you that or selling you that, I would just do a little more research. I'm not going to say that. In fact, you will never hear someone from corporate talk about how you can make $20,000 a month or $40,000 a month. Is it possible? Yes. What's more important is that you recognize Solivay is offering a value proposition that is a long-term residual potential program. So thinking about it, if you can even think, okay, in the first 90 days or less, I want to be making $1,000 a month or maybe a couple $1,000s a month. We're going to show you a plan on how to do that. If your goal is to make a lot more than that, then certainly we're going to show you how to chunk that goal so you know exactly what you need to do on a monthly basis, a weekly basis, and even a daily basis, so that you end up at the end of 12 months having reached some mile markers. I encourage you, get with the person that got you on this webinar and say, you know what, I want to set my 1-year to 3-year goals, and we'll certainly have more calls and trainings on that as well. Moving right along, let's take a look at our F5 stretch before we end, and this is all going to support what we know is coming on Friday, which is that SIMPAC program, moving right into Thanksgiving, moving into the end of the free program, and we want to see you all maximize that. Of course, this week, get a trio in your next 7 days. Set that as a goal. Very excited that I did it again this week. I'm never going to step on these webinars and ask you to do something that I am not busting my tail to do myself. And so I've got another 7 days ahead of me. So it doesn't matter where you are. I've got a crazy amount of tens of thousands of people in our network now. I'm not going to stop. If I go into management mode, I know you guys will go into management mode. Never go into management mode. And I love what Zig says. He says, I'm not going to give up or shut up until the good Lord takes me up. And so if you really believe in what you're taking to people, it's not just mobile services. It's giving them an opportunity to be a part of what we know is going to be the future. Number 2 is that free phone giveaway. I am giving away a free cell phone. This is not just parlayed to my network. This is to everybody that's on our calls. You can go to Empowered Living Biz on Facebook.com/Empowered Living Biz, and I'm going to do that drawing on Thanksgiving. So excited, can't wait to see who wins it. Every trio is another entry. So every time you get a trio, you need to go there. You'll find the post that says got your trio. Go into that post the 3 names of the people in your trio, and every time you get a trio, go do that, and that'll be another entry for that drawing. And then finally, finish your fab. That's your fast action bonus. Oh, look there, I found a typo. Here, let me show you the way we do this. We just go in there and we fix it so that nobody will say, Staci, there was a typo there. Okay, the typo's been fixed. So you want to get your full fab and make sure that that fast action bonus, don't leave any money on the table. $650. Some of you, that fast action clock is coming to an end in the next 7 days. For the rest of you, just check your timer there in your my.solivay.com, and it's basically just get 12 people. 12 people on Solivay service, and then my encouragement is teach them how to do the same. This week we've got a full list of webinars that you can tap into and calls tomorrow night, of course, at 4 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Central. You're going to be able to hear this same webinar in Spanish with Jose Miranda and his guests, and then Wednesday our FAQ call at 9 a.m. And that's going to be a fantastic call. Eventually we'll be doing those in Spanish as well. And then Thursday, our national training webinar. Probably that webinar training, we will let you know. We'll send it out through that Empowered Living Biz, and I'm sure all the other leaders will send it out through their Facebook pages as well. We're looking into potentially making that call again on how to read your payment statements. We had a lot of questions coming in. Once they've gotten paid this week, we might have to do this a few times as the pay cycles go out. How to read your statements, how to know when you're going to get paid on certain people, how to read your trios. We certainly want to make that available so that everyone can understand exactly the way the system is working and that it can be trained throughout the weeks to come. Again, thank you everyone for being a part of tonight's Solivay Team Huddle webinar. Thank you to all of our guests. Remember, now is the time, this is the place, and you are the ones to start the revolution. My name is Staci Wallace, and I, along with Brian Pickett and all of the other leaders that are a part of hosting this call, we want you to know that we are believing the best for you. Good night, everyone.